I don't know how fast I run, but before I know it, I'm in the school building. How stupid of me. I regret my actions, panting heavily. I should have run into town to get away. What am I doing? Fleeing to such a deserted place. And a school of all things. Isn't there some better place to hide than here? Anyways, why do I think I'll be killed if I don't escape? My heart aches from running so much. Turning around, I can sense nothing pursuing me. The only sound in the air is the sound of my footsteps. So I can finally rest. I stop, my feet unable to take another step, send oxygen to my pumping heart, and look up to finally realize that I'm safe. Man, what was that? I recall the scene from earlier while catching my breath. Anyway, I'm sure that it wasn't something I should have seen. Some things like humans were fighting in the school grounds. That's all I can remember. But there was something else I saw out of the corner of my eye. Wasn't there someone else too? But I can't remember what the figure looked like. To be honest, I didn't have the composure to notice anything other than those two fighting. Well, anyways, the chase is over, right? The voice comes from right in front of me. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Yo, you ran pretty far. I can't breathe. My brain stops, and even though I cannot think, I vaguely understand that I'm going to die. You know better than anyone that you can't escape, right? People who get killed are usually like that. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You don't have to feel ashamed. The lance is casually raised. You were just unlucky, kid. Well, you saw us, so die. And the man's lance mercilessly pierces Emiya Shiro's heart. He did. There wasn't even time to dodge it. All the training I did was for nothing. I knew I was going to be killed. I knew I was going to be pierced by that lance, yet I could not move at all. The world distorts. My body grows cold. Feeling vanishes from my fingertips. I cough up blood once. More blood should have come up, but it only happens once. Perhaps the man's lance is special. The blood slowly clots, and the heart that should have exploded stops working with just a single pierce. I can't see well. There's no feeling in me. I feel like a jellyfish floating in the dark sea at night. I don't feel any pain already. The world is white, and only I am black. So, rather than feeling like I'm dead, it's more like the world around me has disappeared. I know this. I felt this 10 years ago. This is how someone feels when dying. Dead men tell no tales. It's only natural for the weak to die, but I cannot concentrate on my vision. Man, you really make me do unpleasant jobs. To joke that a hero is acting like this. I can only hear voices. I know, I have no complaints. I saw the girl servant, so I'll go back. A voice filled with irritation. And after that, I hear footsteps running through the hallway. Archer, huh? I want to finish the match with him, but I have to follow my master's plan. Jeez, I don't like him. The voice suddenly disappears. I guess he jumped out of a window or something. And after that, footsteps approach me and stop. In that brief period, more footsteps. I can't hear much now. Follow him, Archer. Lancer will probably go back to his master. This won't be worth it unless we at least find out what his master looks like. Whose voice was that? I concentrate my fading mind, but I can't remember anything. Right now, my breathing is too noisy. My lungs must still be alive. The air coming out of my mouth is as loud as a hurricane. But it's amazing he isn't dead. I sense someone looking at my face. Perhaps my breathing was loud as the figure tries to close my mouth and... Stop it. Why does it have to be you? I hear the person grit their teeth. Then they touch me without hesitation. Reforge the damaged organ and use it as a substitute. And restore the heart in the process, huh? If I succeed, I'll be accepted to the clock tower instantly. A pain-filled voice. And with that, my mind stops fading. Feeling returns to my body. Slowly, bit by bit, like a drop of water going down a leaf, feeling returns to my body. What is the person doing? The person is sweating and places their hand on my chest with all their heart. When I notice, the place where the person placed their hand is terribly hot. It must be so hot that the frozen blood melted and started to flow again. I sense someone take a deep breath and sit down. I'm tired. I hear a clang of something falling. Well, I guess it can't be helped. Forgive me, Father. Your daughter is terribly heartless. And that's it. The person speaks to mock themselves and leaves. My heart resumes its activity, and then my mind stops. This is not the sleep of death. This is a restful sleep to recover the energy to wake up again. Wow. That was crazy. That was an awesome scene. It's awesome in the anime too, but even better here now because you don't get to see it from Shiro's perspective in any of the animus. I wake up. I feel sick. My whole body is in pain and I have a sharp headache each time my heart throbs. What happened? I can't remember because of the sharp headache. My body is cold, probably from lying on the floor for a long time. The only certain thing is my ripped uniform and my blood on the floor. I get up with a hazy head. The spot where I was lying looks like a murder scene. Damn, I really had my chest pierced? Bearing the pain, I enter the closest classroom. Moving to the locker with unsteady steps, I take out a mop and a bucket. And he still cleans it up because Shiro is such a nice guy. God damn it, Shiro. Huh? What am I doing? I'm still confused. Why do I think I still have to clean up when I've just met something totally outrageous and have been killed by it instantly? Am I an idiot? Damn, it won't come off. I wipe the floor with the mop. With unsteady hands, I manage to get the blood wiped off and pick up any trash lying around and put it in my pocket. Maybe I'm destroying the evidence. I'm still in a daze, so perhaps that's why I'm doing something so absurd. I put back the mop and bucket and leave the school like a zombie. I get hotter as I walk. The air is so cold, but it feels like my body is burning. Sounds like he's not having a fun time. I'd imagine he's not. I wouldn't be if my heart was stabbed and suddenly I'm alive again. I wish they had more of this in the anime, though. That'd be nice. When I get home, the day has already changed. There's no one home. Neither Fujine nor Sakura is around now. I collapse to the floor. I lie on the ground and finally calm. I take a deep breath. Wow, everything's throbbing. When I inhale, my heart cries in pain as if cracking apart. And some of these effects are really old too, so when it does that, it's just anti-aliasing, just goes away, and it's just so many sharp, jaggy edges. No, that's wrong. It wasn't just cracking. It had a hole in it, but it healed, and the wound tries to open up again when I inhale. So it's true that I was almost killed. Oh, that's wrong too. I wasn't almost killed, I was killed. But I'm still alive in spite of that, because someone saved me. I wonder who it was. I should at least thank them. Since the person was there, that person might have something to do with them. But that makes no difference to the fact that the person saved me. I have to thank them one of these days. The moment I let my guard down, the pain returns. At the same time, I feel like vomiting. I sit up and resist the sickness.
Oh!
Huh? I place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is ripped. Even though I saved, I did have a hole in my chest. That feeling, such an unpleasant feeling, a spearhead entering my body, isn't something I can easily forget. Damn, I'll have nightmares about this for a while. If I close my eyes, it feels like the lance is still in me. I shake off that illusion and try to calm down. Alright, I'm starting to calm down. The result of all that training every night. Just taking a few deep breaths clears my mind and the heat and nausea vanish from my body. So about those guys. A man in blue and a man in red. They looked human, but I don't think they were. Were they like ghosts or something? Excuse me, but I never heard of ghosts with form, able to associate directly with people. And they were talking too. If they have their own will, it's hard for me to think of them as a ghost. I've heard that the only ghosts with a body are spirits, but aren't they shaped differently from humans? Oh, that's not a problem. There's another fundamental problem. Those two were killing each other. Their murderous burglar that has appeared in the neighborhood. Oh, see, sorry. The murderous burglar that appeared in the neighborhood, the ongoing ominous events of Fuyuki City. All I can tell with such thoughts is that it's way out of my league. If Father was still alive, perhaps because the wound on my chest is so vivid I complain about things I shouldn't. Idiot. I've already decided to do whatever I can, even when I don't understand. So much rhyming. Complaining comes later. First I have to decide whether or not it's my concern. Duh. The bell hung from the ceiling rings. This is a Magus' house, even if only a poor one. There is a boundary field that alerts me when a stranger enters the property. A burglar at a time like this? As I speak, I realize my foolishness. That can't be it. With this timing right after that strange incident, that can't be it. There's an intruder. Not a burglar, but an assassin who's here for my life. Because I remember that guy saying, "You saw us, so die." The house is filled with silence. In the silent darkness, the murderous intent I felt at school is slowly drawing closer. My throat gulps. I feel a sharp chill running down my spine. I will be instantly pierced if I move from this room. I frantically contain the scream about to escape my mouth. The instant I release it, the assassin will happily jump in and take the opportunity to kill. If that happens, it will be just like before. Unprepared, I will be pierced by that lance again. The moment I think about it, my breathing goes wild. Damn it. I'm ashamed that I'm about to give up my saved life so easily that I'm afraid. Gritting my teeth and holding my chest, I try to restrain myself. I should get used to it. This is the second time. I'm about to be killed. That alone is enough to make me want it to end differently from last time. Besides, I'm a Magus. What have I been learning from the past 8 years, if I can't even protect my own life? Alright, let's do it. Enough thinking. Right now I just have to counter the intruder. First off, I need a weapon. Even though I'm a Magus, all I can do is strengthen something that could be a weapon. To fight, I need one. The shed has lots of things that could become weapons, but it's too far away. If I'm attacked while I'm leaving the room, it will be just a repeat of what happened earlier. It'll be difficult, but I have to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be best, but my opponent's weapon is a lance, so something like a knife won't do. It would be great if there was a wooden sword or something, but of course there's nothing. If anything here could be a weapon, it's... Man, only the poster Fujine left here. I'm disappointed. But despite that, I'm determined even in the hopeless situation. Things are already as bad as they can be, so they can't get any worse. All I have to do is run forward until I run out of energy. Trace on! With the words that suggest my reconstruction, I channel magical energy into the 60-centimeter long poster. I have to turn it into something that can repair that lance, so I need to channel magical energy into every corner and solidify it. Basic quality analysis. Analyze, rather. I extend my consciousness, as if soaking my blood into the poster through my skin. I permeate magical energy into it. Basic quality. Reinforce! Ah! I sense that I've hit the bottom. Ah, this coffee! Right before the magical energy overflows from it. Trace off. I cut off all connections with the poster and shudder at the feeling of success. The poster is now as hard as metal, but it is as light as it was before, so I couldn't ask for a better sword. I did it. How many years has it been since I last succeeded the strengthening magic? It's kind of ironic. The magic I've never been able to achieve since Kiritsugu died is finally working in this kind of situation. Anyways, now I might be able to do something. I have some knowledge of how to use a sword. I hold the poster with both hands and stand up. I'll die anyways if I stay here, and I don't think I would be able to flee if I escaped this house. So all I can do is run straight to the shed and make a stronger weapon. Whew. Come if you're going to come. It won't be like before. In the instant I think that, my whole spine shivers. When did he arrive? Appearing from the ceiling, the guy drops straight at me. Huh? Silver light descends upon me. The guy that seems to have come straight through the ceiling descends to pierce my head. Excuse me. You! I frantically escape by rolling forward. He lands softly while I keep rolling. But I stop rolling and stand with freshly made sword in hand. He's not happy. He turns to face me looking bored. You're causing unnecessary troubles. I was being considerate by killing you before you noticed me. He raises his lance again, seemingly uninterested. I don't know why, but he lacks the spirit he had at the school ground. In that case, I might be able to outwit him. Jeez. Never thought I'd kill the same person twice in one day. I guess it just means the human world is always filled with bloodshed. The man is complaining as if he thinks nothing of me. I slowly move backwards. It's about 3 more meters to the window. Once out the window, it's about 20 meters to the shed. Then I can run off this instant. See ya. Don't come back this time, kid. He says blankly as if citing it out. Pain assails my right arm. Happened in an instant. This man's lancer is thrust, without time for me to react. I would have faced my second death with that blow, but what prevented it was my newly made sword. He must have thought it was just paper. The lance, thrust as if the poster wasn't there, was deflected by it and only skinned my right arm. Wow, that's a strange technique you've got there. The man's expression goes away. His carelessness disappears, and he's now staring at me with beast-like eyes. I screwed up. I was just being stupidly optimistic when I thought I could do something. The thing before me is a monster beyond belief. Painfully, I realize my foolishness for letting my guard down even slightly against him. That's right. I've been really desperate. I should have ran frantically to the window as soon as I miraculously avoided his first attack. I thought you were just a kid, but I see. I do feel some magical energy from you, even though it's weak. That must be why you're alive, even after I stabbed you through the heart. Damn it, guys. You're gonna use your voice a lot. You gotta clear your throat. So I apologize if there's any mouth noises. It's just a thing that happens. He points his lance at me. I won't be able to block it. I can't possibly block that lightning-fast blow. If his weapon were a sword, I might have been able to at least prepare for it. But that's a lance. A sword follows a line, but a lance has a point. How am I supposed to block a blow from a point that I can't even see coming? Good. Looks like I might be Yeah. Good. Looks like I have... What? Good. It looks like I might be able to have a little bit of fun. The man's body descends. Play some rock music! In that instant, his lance is swung sideways. I block the lance coming at my face with just my instincts. Good boy. Here comes the next one. There's a huge whirlwind. I don't know how he's moving the lance in this small room, but it makes a beautiful arc and comes to attack my body from the other side. My constructed sword moved to stop it. Bends. Is he using a hammer? Damn, this numbness feels like I've broken the bones of my arm. Damn you. Huh? I swing the sword instinctively. He must take me lightly as he hasn't pulled back his lance, so I flick away the shaft of my sword.